Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Lilibet Day channel. Hello, how is everybody in the world today, tonight, afternoon in your time? So today is December 30 here in the Philippines. So just one day, it's end of 2024. But before we start, I would like to make a love shout out to all my members. And for those not yet rejoin of their membership, don't forget to rejoin again. I would appreciate that. And make a love shout out to all my subscribers who subscribe my channel and to all my new viewers here in the Philippines and abroad. Hello, hello, kamusta, mabuhay. So today, the weather here in the Philippines, it's so fantastic. It's not rainy, it's not cloudy, just right. And today's our subject for today is very interesting because let's talk about 2025 year of wood wood snake. So, well, when it comes to belief, okay, even in your dream, snake is not really good sign, but in the Chinese lunar calendar is snake is very uh, lucky. Well, for those believe about that. So that's actually a lot of uh, the years its signs with the animals. Snake is one of the famous, okay, one of the famous. But hold on guys, because I'm gonna address this. This is open panel to everyone and share what is your opinion towards the snake. Okay, so hold on, let me post the link. Okay, I will read it. Okay, so for those wants to join on my panel, feel free. Okay, feel free. Just click that link. But before that, guys, show your face first so that I can recognize you. If not, sorry, you cannot. You cannot enter my studio. Okay, so everyone is welcome here and share your opinion and ideas about that. Okay, so let's talk about that because 2024 is year of wooden dragon. My goodness, dragon. So just just share your your what year are you? Year of, because the in Chinese lunar calendar is dragon, snake, ox, pig, rooster, horse, what else? Rabbit, and monkey, but there's no year of the frog, okay? There's no year of the frog. Dog, but we're gonna discuss that later, guys. We just wait for a few minutes. Okay. So snake is, when it comes to pet, just a few people have a snake pet, but me, I don't really like snake. Okay. Even in uh, on the video, on the picture, and like dress, um, purse, wallet. I don't really like, even though they will tell, oh, this is the most expensive one. I don't like. I don't know. I have a. Uh, I'm so scared of that. I don't know how do you call that. Um, if there's I can't really stand looking at the picture of the snake or what. I can't. I'm scared about that. I remember when I went to Manila Zoo, so they have a yellow python there, and some people they just want to put on their neck. I can't. Oh my goodness, I just no, I can't even to touch. No, no, no. So it reminds me when I was in my hometown. The green, green snake. So usually it's very common that if you have a garden, they always go to the, green thing like plants. So just small as this, oh my God, I'm yelling, I'm screaming for that. So when it comes to snake, I'm scared. But the other snake, I don't. Joke. Oh. So guys, feel free, to join with me. Okay. So I'm gonna stay here for just about an hour. Okay. It depends how the discussion work. Especially, the rattlesnake, the color orange in black, the stripe. I don't really like about that. So when it comes to like buying clothes, if similar, it's similar to the, the shape. It's like, the python. I don't really like that, even though I like the color and the style of the dress. But if, the design is similar to the skin of the snake, no, thank you. I will not. I will not interested that. Hi, Cher. Good morning. So if you want to join here, just click that, link. But I remember, I remember when when I was working that time in Subic, no, Sambales, because in Sambales until now there's a naval base there. So during the time that the U.S. base is here, so there's a lot of Philippine Cobra that they um, I don't know how do you call that, pinakawalan in that area in the naval base for the security of U.S. and Filipino soldiers. So they just let it, the Philippine Cobra there. So I remember that.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Cher.
Good
How is
morning.
your, how is your morning? Did you sleep
Not
well?
good. Not good. I just talked to Rishlin. We are okay now. No problem. So
Mm.
yeah. So no problem now, guys. It's like it's okay. Everything will be okay. So happy New Year, okay? Happy New Year to everyone. Sis, where are you? Oh, she's gone. So yeah, I just came here just to just to greet Lily Vet. She's also my friend. And lately I was live. I was doing something. Oh, what happened, sis?
Okay, sorry. I
What
clicked the
happened?
wrong button. My
Yes,
goodness.
yes, yes. I like your flag over there. It was really nice, Philippine flag.
Yeah, I'm proud. Even though there's something, in our country, but I'm still proud
Yeah.
Filipino.
Yeah, I just want to thank you also for giving me a lot of advice, which is I will take it that advice. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not going to mention anything. You know, I really appreciated it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hi, Britt. Hello. Good morning, Britt. So, share, the subject that I'm gonna discuss with you is about, the zodiac. I don't know the years, especially when it comes to Chinese lunar calendar. So, because
Yes,
I don't really like to make drama or
I'm
something.
not
So
making
we just
drama. I just want to say thank you also to you. That's it.
yeah. So just talk about the behavior things and things that we're gonna face this coming 2025. So what is your what year are you born? Because me, I'm year of the rabbit.
Well, I'm Year of the Dragon. I was born 1976.
Oh, dragon. Well,
Yes.
when it comes to dragon, because this is we are year of the dragon, wood dragon.
Mm. Yeah, I was
Agree
here.
for work. Okay, Brit, no problem. So
Sorry about my birds.
yeah, I hear that. It's okay. Thank you, Brett, for sharing my live stream. So anyway, so let's start because I don't want to stay long. Uh, when I research, because yesterday I mentioned that, so I'm going to research about this coming 2025. So it says that 2025 is the year of wood snake. So it says here that uh, the 2025 year of the wood snake beginning January 29, okay, 2025, and ending on February 16, 2026, brings with it the wisdom, agility, and strategic foresight associated with this ancient symbolism Chinese culture. So, and it says here that wood snake, huh? Year 2020 will be a breakthrough year for you as things fall into place easily. You will work hard. It says it's creating a strong foundation for future success, bring financial stability and wise spending choices. So
Wow.
that's that's what they said about the year of wood snake, or the year of snake 2025. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that this is what I noticed, even in dream, Filipino is
Mm-hmm.
very uh use of belief when it comes to that, we influence about the
Yeah,
Chinese
the sense of
belief.
time.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so Filipino believe that if you dream something, like you dream about a snake, they really focus on that. It depends what dream you're in, but if there's a snake, they will tell, okay, if there's in the relationship somebody will betray you, uh snake something that somebody will a bad omen if somebody in your family that sick, it's dying, things like that. But in the other hand, snake is a good good sign of uh year for people. It's just like our interpretation is not really as good as what we understand towards the snake, because in the medical symbol, as you notice that the medical symbol is the
Yeah,
snake.
snake in Mercury.
So the snake is, snake, they don't, when it comes to that if it, they're the one is easy to healing for themselves. They don't really rely on to the other other animals, because through their touch, or through their licking, they heal their own wounds. So it's just like we human, we really interpret bad interpretation towards the snake. But me personally, I don't really like snake. So that's
Oh
that's
yeah.
the thing that when I researched last night. Wow, so this is cool about when it comes to snake. So the
Uh,
other, okay, go ahead here if you have something to
Honestly
say.
speaking, when it comes to pets, I really don't like snake, because I'm afraid of snake. But when it comes to people, we cannot avoid those snakes. There's so many snakes that, yeah, well, we need some precaution also, okay? But when it comes to Chinese horoscope, like snake, it is more positive. And even
Mm-hmm.
even dragons, because they're reptiles, okay? Dragons and snakes, they're the same. It's just like cold-blooded is, I don't know if this more on hardworking or something, or it depends on the person. How will you work by yourself without depending on this Chinese horoscope?
Yeah, but because usually people they just said that if you're not if you're lazy, they just example you're gonna crawl like a snake. But snake has so many personality that I agree what you said that us dragon and snake are the family of reptile. So there's so many there's about 260 kinds of reptile that we have, so including the snake. So the snake personality is very very interesting because they're very intuitive. Okay, so they that's why I think that's the reason why I realized that why in the medical they just get the snake symbol because they're very they very want to know things. When it comes to knowledge, there's so many. They really want they have and you know they're very intuitive to know everything. And then the other the other personality of of the snake is very sensitive, very
Yes.
sensitive. So I remember this is this is real happened. So I remember one of our neighbors, so especially if they have babies, they just human because my neighbors, he has a farm. And then all of a sudden because sugar cane farm. So once the sugar cane, so in my hometown, they just burn the leaves, so that the next cropping, the new sugar cane leaves will come out. So they didn't know that on that area there's a nest of the snake that it's already hatched. And the snake are very sensitive, very protective with their with their babies. So the snake is just like it's just like human. So um they really want to they really want to bite my neighbors. So my neighbors did is he just go around because the snake is really the snake that's standing like that and look at it where he's going, and then the snake is follow. So what he did is just like go around so that the snake will not follow on him. So he just go around. That's the time that the snake just go to their babies and and starts to move. If it's not the my neighbors already attacked by the snake, because the snake is very very pay attention, because he really wants to fight back with the person that burned the nail. So that's the reason why they said that the snake is very sensitive and any aspect.
Actually, they're very territorial because my uncle used to have we have a little farm, and there's a lot of grass snakes. Whenever they you bump them or you just step into their to their place, they will bite you. I think that is the
Hmm.
characteristic of the snakes. Okay, very territorial, very sensitive. Yeah, but they are very versatile and slender. So this is the reason why that is another way. Why is it the snake is the part of a mercury drugs, a mercury symbol? It's being
Yeah,
versatile. You know.
the snake. So that's that's the thing that I just want to I just want to share. Some people that they really want to know what, because we usually at the end of the year, okay, they will say, okay, this year is the year of what, year of this, blah blah blah. And also I would like to share the color, guys, is just like mocha, just like brown. So that's the 2025 color. So that's, mocha. And there's another color that they mention about, that is mocha mousse. That's the color, brown. Mocha mousse or brown. So that's, that's the personality of snake: intuitive, sensitive, and then the other one is extremely competent. But I'm not really into that, so I just share some, some ideas how snake personality. And then funny, I don't know. I don't know, for those people that hear of this thing, are you funny, guys? Funny, diligent, imaginative, sympathetic. But this is thing that I mentioned a while ago, that when it comes to snake, human interpreted, they misinterpret towards snake. Because especially in any, in any discussion or any argument, so they just example, you're a snake, okay, you're a snake, blah blah blah. So it's unfair to the snake, because they interpret in a wrong way. Even in the Bible, that they said that the serpent is one of the factor why Eve and Adam I Adam kicked out in the Garden of Eden. And then wise, of course, I know snake is very wise, persuasive, and passionate. Snake is a cautious introvert. Well, it says, this is according, to the research, that snake is very introvert, observance, cool, and mysterious in behavior. Yeah, because the snake, if something like I mentioned, if the snake, especially if if they're babies or egg, somebody try to steal that from them, oh, they're very mysterious behavior. So they totally change. So they can easily, uh you know their coldness starts to madness. Madness. So that's why, guys, the the mythical symbol is that snake, because it's just like, it starts with the as, how can I pronounce this, asclep asclepius. That's the start of the sign of medical by the snake. Okay, so anyway, guys, so that's the thing that I just want to give you just a few knowledge when it comes to snake meaning, year of the wood snake, so that you have idea. So 2025 is the year of the snake. And the 2025 color is mocha mousse or brown. Okay, so that's the year of the color. And the lucky number, I don't know, because I don't really believe on that. It's just like I gave some ideas for those people that wants to know. But I'm not really into that belief when it comes, because I'm not literally Chinese. I don't really believe on that. So for those, usually for those Filipino, like, it's very common for Filipino that end of the year they always have 12 round fruits. So that's why I don't really like that, because some Filipino vendors, they take advantage for that. So
It's
instead,
true.
instead,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So instead of selling this just right amount or just right price for those people, so that people can able to eat this kind of fruits, they don't do that. because they starts to become greed. They take advantage of that holidays or celebration. So I'm not really into that, because most of fruit vendors, I'm sorry if I gonna say this, they starts to become greed. They cannot really, they don't want to just get just right profit for that kind of um, product that they sell. So they really want to get more and more and more until people refuse to buy. So for me, I stopped doing that, because no matter what, the thing that the, like, Chinese, they said that the feng shui, there's nothing they can do for that if you're not doing for yourself. So feng shui is just like a hands for people to be as successful in life. But if you're not doing that, everything is nothing. So that's why, some people, Filipino family, no matter what, even though they have no money, they just borrowed money to complete that belief, because of that belief also, that it brings fruitful life. But me,
Yes.
I'm not full for that. I'm not full for that. So do you have also belief on that, share, that have a 12 round fruits in your table for New Year's Eve?
Actually, I'm living in a Chinese community, okay, and I'm a part Chinese also, both parents, but it was far away now. We do believe on that, but for now, because of the crisis, what really happened to my family, we don't practice this anymore. But here in my community, they practice this, and every after New Year, January 30, December 31 and January 1, you will heard early in the morning dancing dragons, and those dancing dragons, they will visit your house, and you need to put some ampao, and then this dragon
Yeah.
will bless your house. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the
well,
tradition here in my place.
yeah, I also experienced that, watching the dragon dance in Binondo, one of the famous restaurant there in Jade Palace. Oh my goodness, they said that, there's a saying that, because there's the ampao there, they have to put it on the, level by level. So if it's near to the ceiling of that building, you will be lucky. You will be lucky to, if they, if the dragon get that ampao on that. So I don't know. I don't really understand why they believe that. So, well,
Yeah,
I just
no, because
respect that.
according to them, because I interviewed them, these dragons, you cannot borrow them because they are come from the temple, and the only person who can borrow that is if you're pure Chinese, and you will offer something from the temple, and mostly those donations that they get, they put it from the temple and also from the monk, because they have a monk. They're just like Thai, they have monks also.
Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, that's why, they said that, the more that, you put it into high, you're very blessed if that dragon will get that. So that's the belief. But in other hand, for me, it's just like life. It's just like in the hands of also of the individuals. If you want to live your life like that, so it's in your hand. It's in your hand. So, well, the things that they shown is just like a guide. It's just like a guide, but you cannot really rely onto that 100% in your life.
Yes, you're the one who will you're the one who will guide to your life, and you're the one who will manipulate your life. So you cannot follow all this Chinese horoscope. It
Yeah.
always starts from you. You know the success of life.
But there's, yeah, that's right. So there's just something, like, how they interpret the personality of every, every animals that, they mention of the, the 12 animals, or the 12 months of, uh 12 months of a year. So they can give you idea, because, sometimes it really, it really, I it's similar to the personality of, of the person, especially that they said that the best, the best, animal that you can compare, because, there's so many animals, like snake, dragon, horse, pig, dog, rooster, is rabbit, because, the personality of rabbit is very calm. It's easy, to be friend, but they're not really type of, some animals are very aggressive. So the best animals that you can partner with the other animals is the rabbit. So the rabbit can able to partner with the snake, because, the rabbit is very calm, uh balance everything before they do something. They're very balanced. So it's just like, for me, it's just like makes sense, makes sense about my personality, because, I'm really the type of person that I'm not the type of arguing. If I can able to say, my opinion, and that's it. I don't want to argue, and things that is not really debatable, I don't want to talk, because for me, it's a waste of time. So that's, when I read about that, every personality of animals, the for me, animals is just like, they're human. We're animals also. But if you're gonna label on that, we're very smart animals, because we can talk. So they can talk also, but in different way of, communicating with people, because, like the dog, share the dog is very smart
Yeah.
also. So
Mm-hmm.
you can train the dog, but they cannot talk, but through their, body language, or through their, what do you call that, body, the body, language, you can tell that they want to learn. Because, if you tell the dog sit, the dog sit, and then, if you tell the dog bark, the dog will bark.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also parrot, they're very intelligent because they can imitate and mimic our voice, especially those starling. Starling members are the mynas. You know, especially the
Yeah.
common myna that we have. We call it Martinez. They can talk also, and also the crow. So yeah,
Sean,
animals they have intelligence.
yeah, Sean is Sean. Can I see your face?
Sean talking with BS, you see, he's really good guy. He's a really good guy.
Okay.
He's all the way from
Okay.
USA.
Okay. So, Sean.
Yes, yes, he's my best friend actually. He's a good guy.
Okay.
Hey
Hi,
Sean, how are
Sean. Good
you?
morning.
Shit, you can't see anything in here anyway because it's dark.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's driving. He's from USA.
It's been a
Okay.
monsoon all day here in Florida.
Wow. That's what time is there now? Is 5 or
Almost
almost
six.
6? Yeah, 6 p.m., right?
Yeah,
So, how are you, Sean? So, how is your, last holiday?
working.
Oh, still working. So, You get a good pay for that because that's holiday, so they have to pay you double double pay.
No, they don't have to pay me. I pay myself. I'm self-employed.
Oh, you're self-employed. All right. So we're talking about, because most of Filipino here in the Philippines, they really believe some Chinese belief on that. So we're talking about the personality of the year, because 2025 is the year of wood snake. So what is your opinion about this kind of belief when it comes to the personality behavior of different type of animals? what
Well,
is your
this
you know
sort of
what is
thing,
your year?
this sort of thing is ancient. It's older than the Bible itself.
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese zodiac, and then there's the astrology of zodiac. Me, I don't mind. I'm born under the year of the dog. Woof.
Oh my god.
I always make that joke. I said I like it rough.
Year of the dog. So yeah, that's that. Well, I'm not really into that, but some I just give some ideas for those people, because usually that's we Filipino, we always tell, oh, we just really curious things to know that this is what year is this, colors, numbers are like that. So we're very influenced by Chinese belief.
Yeah. Well, let me teach you something that you can see on my screen. You see that the sun is setting, and then there's the edge of the
Yeah.
clouds here, and you just saw a flash
Yep.
of lightning. Well, on that rim,
Mm-hmm.
there's some cones hanging down there, and for the first time, it can happen. A tornado can drop out of that. You can see it right here on your live stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's only been one tornado, but you could barely see it. It was on Sammy Chavez's live stream, and it was a
Mm.
small one. But that's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm
can
keeping my
see.
eye on.
I still remember
So
you're
the
driving, and then I saw those tornado.
tornado there is so scary, because I saw that the the roof. Wait, it was recently.
Oh,
There's a tornado in Florida.
yeah.
Florida. The
Hurricane. There was a couple of them that
hmm
hit this year. But the United States, we get hit by tornadoes more than any place on the planet because you got the tropical warm air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, meeting the cold air coming off the Rocky Mountains, and it makes for an unstable situation. That's why we
so
have so many of them.
okay. But in Florida, that's a nice states, right? Because it's more warm, weather.
Yeah, it's where most Filipinos want to live when they move to America with their husband because it's warm here all year round.
Mm. So now the incoming President Trump is residence in Florida, right?
Yeah, I've been there. Mar-a-Lago. He's got a hotel there, part of the golf course. I stayed there
So you
once out
you're
of boredom.
okay. You're a truck driver,
Yes.
or you just okay. Because I saw you also in other um my friend Sis Maria. You visited there also, right?
Well, if she's from Germany, yes, that's Chiche Cruz's older sister.
Mm. But anyway, I really appreciate you visited my channel as well.
Well, Sherry sent me the link.
Yeah, I just shared your link to Darren Dobson, to Sammy Chavez, and to Vinco Livaya.
Yeah, we're a big
Just
following.
to have an
We
audience.
follow each other around.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe my channel. I really appreciate that, Sean. So anyway, so have you been here in the Philippines, Sean?
Yes, I've been twice. Would have been a third time, but that's when the pandemic happened in February of 2020 and screwed me out of that deal. Nobody could go anywhere, so I got my money back on the plane ticket and everything. That's when I was going to go for the
Well,
third time, but couldn't go.
but now it's back to normal, so you can visit Philippines
Well,
anytime
it's back to
when you
normal,
want
but
to.
what's not normal is a lot of guys lost their jobs, okay? And they didn't get those good paying jobs back. And the Western tourism isn't going to be what it once was because there's a lot of them not making that kind of money anymore. It was really bad, and we haven't recovered from it since. That's why
Mm-hmm.
you're going to see a lot
Yeah,
less Westerners coming over there.
yeah, that's what they said also in the news, that just they don't really there's a target every year that they really want to have that, but they cannot, they did not reach the target. But they said that the tourism industry here, they get more money, but tourists coming here, they are not uh same as what they expect
Yeah,
3 years
the, the
ago.
yeah the inflation is getting worse, and the job loss over here
Mm.
that really hurt tourism everywhere, not just the Philippines, but everywhere else too.
Okay, hello, Binko. If you want to join Binko, just click that link. So yeah, because even though here, Sean, so there's so many, especially store at the mall. Uh, when the pandemic happened, it starts to closed, and now they turn to back, but they cannot really stay because people, they just started to find a job. But some of the store here or shop, they still close because of the rent. They really want for 2 years, they really want to get the money that they lose. But for me, I don't really think that they lose money for that. They still have money, but it's not really as what they get the profit every before the pandemic came. But
Yeah,
some people, they
well,
start to become greed.
that happened, yes, and it wasn't helpful to the economy, but this has been been a slow death for a while. We're living through the death of an economic system which we currently live. But it's just like every economic system in human history are born, evolve over time, and die. Ours is no exception. We've had
Yeah,
good
that.
over 300 years of this current economic system, and it's coming to a death because the human race, we can do better. We've always could do better.
Yeah. So share, what is
Yes.
your experience during the what is your experience during the lockdown, when it comes to financial
Oh
thing?
my
You
God.
have a
You know what happened to me because there's a financial problem, and actually the one who was supporting me, actually it's not a support, it's that is support of my daughter from my ex. What I did, I went to a live stream. Okay, I joined a live stream called the Philippine Hangout with JLB, and I worked for him as a co-host. He used to pay me while I'm co-hosting, but after 3 years, he end up his live stream together with a co-host. He teach me how to to become a solo live streamer, which is what I did. I tried to make an artwork by myself until I found some people who commissioned to me. One person from USA, and he every time I make a artwork, he will buy it for me. And those money that I received from him, I'm using it for my daughter's needs. And for me, it's a really a tough this pandemic. I don't know how to recover until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh,
the project is
by
really
the way,
finished.
share.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, share. I would like to, I would like to tell this to Vinco. Vinco, here's the thing that I have roles on my, on my channel to have a jacket because, you know, if you want to have a jacket, all you have to do just click that join button. I will give you jacket for that. Okay. And then if not, you can click that dollar sign and send donation to my channel. There's no amount mentioned because before I used to give everyone who come on my channel to give, to give range. But the sad thing is, some people they use the range, to hide people, especially if they have personal things towards that person. So that in fairness to the person that go on my show, that that uh deserve some respect, but they just making fun for that, so I just make rules for that. So okay, so it's okay, it's okay, if you don't really, if you don't respect my rules, then free to leave, Binko. Okay, just to let you know, that's my rules. Okay, that's my rules. I don't want to
Uh,
argue with you or say things.
well,
Okay,
having a
so just
jacket
be
isn't
respectful.
important.
Yeah, because Sean, I also do that because some people they just make that for fun with other people. So I don't really want to disrespect people on the live chat for that. So everyone is welcome here on my show, but some people are crazy. They just use that for make fun with people. So that's my
And if there's somebody
rules.
they don't like, they can
Okay.
silence them and you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. So that's I give also I do rules also for that. So Binko, don't, okay, don't say things that it will not good for me, and it will not good for you. Okay, so you're free to
There
leave.
was,
Since magtatagalog ako, pagpasensyahan mo na kasi may konting ano yan eh, may problema
well,
yan.
Oo, yan,
I gotta, and
naintindihan ko rin, naintindihan ko rin yan, sis.
I wanted to
Kaya
add to
sinabi
what
mo yan sa akin. Okay, go ahead, Sean.
I wanted to add what Sheer was saying about JLB's channel. It was a great channel years ago. Okay, he would always have a full panel. The same people would be up there for the most part, and all of them that were up there, and there was a falling out, and it just ended, and a lot of people didn't show back up. One of those that was on his panel all the time, they had a falling out with, her channel exploded, and she was doing very well, but she's neglected it, and it is what it is. And I encouraged her to keep going, that it would continually to grow. You release good content. A lot of them get discouraged and neglect their channel, and it's not probably not monetized anymore.
Yeah,
But
it's just
there was
like,
a lot of
okay.
good information.
Yeah, when it comes to blogging, we, sometimes, you have to prepare for that. You have to prepare for that because every channel has their own rules. Like me, I have rules also. So I respect those people channels. Okay, I don't say bad things towards them. Okay, but if I this is one thing that I always say this, if you cannot say good, then don't say anything, because you give reason people to keep distance on you. So hi, Seven Ways. Hello. So you can enter my studio if you want, Seven Ways. So that's all I can say. So for me, it's just like, for me, it doesn't really matter, for those don't really go or don't want to listen to me. So I'm not really the type of person that, okay, you force people to go on your channel. So let them like your show, or let them like your channel. So because if you're doing that, so you give reason people not to like you anymore.
Mhm.
So that's the thing that in my perspective, in my channel, everyone is welcome. I don't really care if that person is not welcome to the other show. But in my show, if you know how to follow my rules and behave, everything is gonna be okay. So that's me. Because I don't want to argue and drop things that uncomfortable towards the person. I'm not like that. So I want people feel comfortable when dealing with me or watching my show. As
Yeah.
simple as that.
Well, the way I do things is I would never pass on false information. Now, I identify and people can say this may be my opinion, but because it's my opinion doesn't make it facts. But a lot of people get that mixed up. I said
Mm.
I would really only give people information that is factual. And I said you may not like what you hear, but it's like everything, anything critical. Someone offers you a criticism, a lot of people can't handle it.
Yeah. So just be just the main purpose that I allow everyone here to join, because I want to hear also their opinion. And because I also learn people coming on my show, or people comment on the live chat. So I learn a lot from those people that go on my show.
Sis,
So
are you
yeah.
from Dumaguete, right? You're also from Dumaguete,
No.
your province.
Uh
Where's your province, sis?
no. Dumaguete, Negros Occidental. So Dumaguete is that's part of Negros Oriental, but it's
Ah,
almost, because
so you're from Bacolod.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
laugh. I laugh at the part that says accidental. Oh, wait, where's the accident?
Occidental, Occidental. So that's Sean, in Visayas, especially in because that Bacolod is the Eastern Visayas. So there's two city that they divide. So Occidental and Oriental. So Oriental, that's the Dumaguete, that's part of Orientals, is
So you live close
shared
to
that.
Legazpi, then, right?
Okay. No, that is in Bicol, the Legazpi. It's far
That's
But
away.
still part of Luzon.
well, yeah, but okay, because Legazpi's on the eastern side of the Philippines on the coast.
Yeah. So that's still part of Luzon. So
I didn't know that was Luzon. I thought it
Duma-
was Visaya.
no, Luzon. That's part of Luzon. So Dumaguete, it's near. If you travel by sea or land, that's near to Cebu. So Cebu, like
Oh, okay.
Bohol, that's still part of Visayas. So walang problema, sis. Share, I understand. So hindi ako masyado nag-ano sa kanya.
Mm.
Hindi ako masyado
Kasi ganyan talaga siya pag nagalit siya. Nagalit siya sa isang live streamer din eh. Eh sabi ko, magano ka, wag mo kontrolin mo yung galit mo. Hindi niya talaga makontrol, kaya hayaan mo na lang siya. So, yun. Salamat sa pag-iintindi, sis.
Oo, kasi
Nasabi ko lang yung sinasabi.
buti nga na ano mo, nasabi mo sa akin ng maaga, kasi
Oo.
ayoko rin ng gano'n, parang
Ganyan
hindi
talaga ugali niya.
nakakaintindi.
Oo. Pero mabait naman siya. Ano yan eh, may trabaho naman siya talagang ano lang ngayon, ngayon nagpapahinga siya kasi may masakit dyan eh. Kailangan niyang maglagay ng hearing aid. Yan. Mabait naman yan. 7 ways come up
Oh,
with the
hello, good
colonel.
morning. Yeah. Good morning, Jeffrey and Blag. How are you? Mayong
Hey,
buntag.
Jeffrey M. Vlogs. My God, I'm trying to message you. What happened to your messenger?
So you can join, you can join with us. Cher is here and Sean.
Oh yeah, Cheryl will invite people that'll want to come up to the panel. You'll get a full panel pretty quickly if things work out the way she intended. But I clicked on it.
So, okay, mabuti salamat. So you have, Filipino friends, like, are you married, Sean? Married?
No, no,
Uh,
nope.
Separated, divorced? Separated, divorced.
I hate saying that.
I cannot get my messenger. I'm sorry. He said says he can't get. But I think you can send message to his messenger. Instagram. But anyway, for those people that believe on the Chinese lunar calendar, so I just give you idea, guys. But I don't want to talk that deeper and deeper because I'm not really into the uh professional for doing that.
Jeffrey
So
M. Vlogs is
Jeffrey,
in Cebu right now. He's in Cebu. Jeffrey M. Vlogs.
oh, how is your meeting with Isa? Everything is okay? Because the before they go to Iloilo, stop oh, they stop in Cebu and then Cebu to Iloilo. So that's the thing that I saw also, that you there in the community, because I also follow Scat World and Isa. So well, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, he is. He is. He's a nice person. So Scott World share.
I don't know him. Who is the Scott World actually? I have
Mm.
no. Yeah. So if I can see his channel, I can subscribe.
Okay, just type the Scott World. Oh, why Isa a little scared of me? Because so that's
Like
that's the okay. Go ahead, Sean.
like I was trying to share with you. I only share information. It may be painful to hear, but I also have good answers to fix certain issues, whatever it is. But if there's a topic mentioned that I don't know about, I really don't offer an opinion. I try to learn.
Okay.
I
Well,
try to
it's just
pass on
like
information that people can use.
okay. Well, it's just like doing things like uh it's how you interpret how is your interpret the subject, or the context that you talk. But you can some people they don't really get how to interpret. Sometimes from the people point of view, they will understand, okay, this is how it this is why it happened, or this is it gonna be happen. So for me, it's just like I'm good with that. But I'm not really into that, looking for, just like a professional, or just like, the way that you talk, like, like the professor of Harvard or Stanford University. So
Oh, I
it's
went
just
to
like,
UMass.
yeah, just people like sharing, sharing how they how they interpret the the things that we discuss.
Mhm. But a lot of people kind of only trim around the edges of what my profession is or what I went to school for, and I can help them to get a better understanding of the situation that they're in.
You know what? When I saw your, monitor that, what, wait a minute, for me, if I'm there, I would love to drive because, I can see the street is not as bad as here, Sean. It's not as
Well,
bad as here because in the Philippine, street or road,
it's
big
chaotic.
truck, cargo truck,
It's
uh,
chaos in Manila and Makati. Now in the province, no problem. I'd drive there, but it's so chaotic in the city, I wouldn't drive there.
yeah, I can see you. Look at, look at the street. It's very, my God. So maybe I would love, I would love to drive in the States because I can see it's way different. Especially you notice about the, the single motorcycle, they're crazy. Hi, Bob. Good
Uh,
evening.
yeah, on the road, we call those organ donors. I call them meat bags.
What? What does it
So,
mean?
somebody on a motorcycle, it's using a different metaphor for what it is. They call us truckers on the CB radio, we call somebody on a motorcycle, we call them an organ donor because a lot of times
Mm,
when they get into an accident, they're dead.
yeah. Oh,
I call them a meat
okay.
bag
Okay.
because when they hit the pavement, their body explodes and guts and blood are everywhere. It's disgusting. And
Oh
they think
my
they're
goodness.
invincible until they have an accident.
My God, Kuya Sean.
I mean, I ride motorcycles,
So
but I don't ride them like the way they do, reckless.
yeah, because they just uh what do you call that, my husband told me that once they drive, you have to do like that. Okay, there's a distance you cannot drive on the same way, together. But here in the Philippines, three or four on the road. So, and they don't really follow the rules of the road. So it's gonna, for in the States you be scared of, by cars, but here no, you scared of the motorcycle here. So all of a sudden they just pass on your, in front of you, and they just change lane, and then they overtaking without, without flashing their signal light. So that's really crazy.
And most of them don't have lights on their bike,
Yeah.
and they don't use the
And
hand signal.
Hello,
hi
Bob.
Bob.
Good morning.
Hey, lady. Hello, Sean. Driving in the
Hello.
Philippines is an adventure.
Yeah, I'll
Hello,
do it.
Sean.
I'll do it in the province, no
Yeah, I
problem. Just not in Manila or Makati. No way. It's too chaotic.
yeah, I drive in Davao, and it's okay as long as it's not rush hour. Rush hour is insanity, man. During the morning or early afternoon, it's okay. You can just go cruise around. Everything's good. But
The
yeah, oh my
the
God,
Philippines is
man.
the only place in the world, including my own country, that I've seen two cars share a same lane. I've never
True,
seen that before
true.
until I went to
Yeah,
the Philippines.
true, true.
And you're
Yeah.
so close. There was a couple on a bike, a
Yeah,
motorcycle right next to me. I could reach out the window and take her cell phone right out of her back pocket. That's how
I was
close
gonna
you are.
I was gonna say only two cars. Sometimes they'll squeeze a motorcycle in there too. Just wham! But yeah, yeah.
How are you now, Bob? How are you?
Ah, mabuti, ikaw?
Yeah, I'm okay also.
All
Yeah,
right,
soon
all
it's
right.
New Year in the Philippines.
Hmm. Oh, that's right. That's coming
Yeah,
up in
because
a couple of days. Yeah.
yeah, especially here in my place in Parañaque, my goodness, you're gonna be exhausted on traffic, because here, especially, the West Service Road, a cargo truck, uh, semi truck, everything is here, jeepney,
Hmm.
trikes. Oh my goodness.
I had to crawl
Yeah.
in a
So,
jeepney.
Hmm. Oh, yes,
so
foreigners don't
sometimes,
fit in a jeepney very well, do we? Ah, ah, we don't fit in.
And I also lost my shorts riding one too.
Um,
or sometimes, we call
well,
that cascasero, cascasero, cascasero. It's just a reckless driver because
yeah.
sometimes, jeepney driver here, they just race other drivers because they're
Mhm.
looking for, their passengers. So it's gonna be crazy when you're on the street here, especially in Metro Manila.
Hmm.
So that's the thing. When I look at the street, oh my goodness. So
Yeah,
it's way different.
we live in Buhanging, Davao, and they're supposed to have a mall open real close by our place, but I'm not sure if it's opened yet or not. But it was supposed to open like last March, and they're all on Philippine time over there. It'll be paradise when they get that mall open because just two left-hand turns and we're in the parking garage of the mall, and I'm just waiting for that day so I don't have to drive across town. You know.
Okay. So Bob,
Yes.
what year are you? Because a while ago we're talking about the year of because 2024 is year of wood dragon, and 2025 is year of wood snake. So do you believe that? Is your asawa believe on that?
No. No, she's not superstitious like that. No, she's not.
Yeah, because
Is that a Chinese thing? Wood snake? Wood? What
yeah.
the heck? Come on, Lil. You got me thinking too much.
So is this like for New Year? Is your asawa prepare the 12 round fruits? No.
Now her family and where she grew up, they usually will eat noodles like spaghetti noodles because that makes you next year you'll have a long life. And then her family
Uh-huh.
and where she grew up, they swim in the ocean on New Year's Day, so you'll be clean all year. Do you do that in your
That's
province?
that's no, because we're too far in the ocean or the
Oh,
sea.
okay, okay,
So
yeah.
just in the river only.
You got a lot of guts to
Seven
swim in
ways.
the river over there. You got a lot of courage. Yeah, yeah,
So
it's
I
funny
I
how
mean
it's the same country, but different places have different traditions. Like you do the 13 fruits. Is that what you were talking about?
12, 12,
12
12
fruits.
round fruit.
Oh,
12
that's
round
different. Yeah.
fruits.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because they said that if you complete that, you have a fruitful life for the whole year.
Oh,
But
okay.
sometimes I don't really believe on that because some of the fruits vendors, they just take advantage for that.
Sure.
So I don't want that. I don't want
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Instead of they want to profit, just right, to get profit every fruits, but now they starts to become greedy or greed because the price is double, sometimes it triple, especially now that's just 2 days, and then New Year is gonna be uh, coming.
Hmm.
They triple the price of that. So
Yeah.
why should I believe that? So I don't like that.
I've seen something like that, Miss Lil, because the Banca boats that go from Davao to Samal Island, where the little swimming areas and all that, their price goes up. The little Banca boats raise the price because in that area swimming in the ocean on New Year's is you'll be clean all year. So they New Year's Day they bring the price up a little bit. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
You know, sometimes, that's why, I realize that, why this, why these people try to create this kind of belief. And now
Hmm.
I understand, because of the money.
It's all about marketing,
Saving
darling.
grace.
Get those dollars. Well, you can get them. Yeah. Or those pesos, I should say.
I'll be right back.
Oh, at a way station.
No, I'm at my 90
So,
where I deliver.
Okay.
so it
Delivery
says
is
that,
good.
12.
12 round fruits. Yes,
That's different.
that's what Filipino. Except, you cannot put it, because, New Year, Filipino, they have 12 round fruits, except the banana is not, it's not
Right.
round. What else? Something not round. Okay, but, round, it doesn't matter if that's sweet or sour. The price is crazy. So why should I believe that? I believe
I
that, if you
yeah.
want to be fruitful of life, do it for yourself, not the
Yeah.
belief. Because,
Well, that's
so
along
that's,
that same line, Miss Lil, is why my wife and I we don't do the Christmas tree and we don't do the gift exchange because it's all
mhm,
about the marketing. Someone's making money
yeah,
off of that. Just that one time a year, you've got to buy this gift for your loved ones or else you don't care about them. We don't do that. And the kids are grown up too, so the heck with the Christmas trees. Just that's it.
yeah, like me also in Frank, we don't do that. So it's
Mm-mm.
just like, you just, well, me, I don't really, give for Christmas. It's just like I can get things that I want anytime. So I don't really, do that for Christmas.
Yeah.
I can cook food if it's
Hmm.
not Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's how we are in my house too. Yeah. Yeah. But well, send my regards to Frank for me, would you? My kababayan,
yeah, it's there.
All right. Hello, Frank.
So,
He might be out there, but well, I'm
and
gonna.
I crazy about, doing that. But, I realize, wait a minute, important to me is our daily lives,
Yeah.
daily lives, that much important than, than the Christmas, or what, or New Year. It's another day.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
another day.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 Don't live for today. Think about tomorrow. Don't pay extra for today. Think about tomorrow. You know. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, especially now that, here in the Philippines, Bob, you've been here for, a few months ago. So the
Hmm.
inflation here is so bad. So
Hmm.
why you spend your money for that? And you
Right.
know that there's another days coming.
That's correct. Yeah.
So
That's why I mentioned on a live panel the other day. I've seen Filipino families go into debt to make this big special meal. It's like
yeah,
you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
right.
Don't go into debt. Don't borrow money just for one meal. It's, especially for like my Asawa and I when we come back there. Don't do anything special. We've been going there for 20 years for crying out loud. This is not new.
Yeah, actually, that's very common for Filipino, Bob. They have to, borrow money, or, loan money for that, for that occasion. And then after the occasion, they gonna uh scratch their
Yeah.
head, because, oh, where can I get the money, to pay back that
Yeah.
person that they. So that's crazy. Me also, when I visit my siblings or my sisters, they just ask, what do you want? I just told them, just prepare food that as we eat normal as we eat before. I don't want you
Yeah,
to
I
to
agree.
prepare things that
You know
so
what?
I'm
I've
not.
done. You know what I've done, Lil, over the years. We didn't have a big meal waiting for us when the wife and I got there because it's like, just my wife just told them, just don't, you know. But what I've done in the past years is we'll go over to my brother-in-law's house and they'll have a lechon and all that. And I know that
Ooh,
they can't afford all that. I know they can't, you know. So I'll roll up a couple thousand in my hand and I'll go to his wife. I'll ask my brother-in-law first. I said, I'll tell him, can I give your wife a present? Of course, bro. I'll roll up a couple thousand and go up and, shake her hand and give her enough to pay for the meal. You know,
I don't do
my,
that. I've done something similar to that,
mhm.
but what I did was I put it in their purse without them knowing about it.
Oh, okay.
And I
Yeah.
didn't say a thing. And then they
Mhm.
all come up with this whole spiel. Oh, Jesus must have left it there. And I'm laughing and
Yeah.
not
I've
saying a
never been.
thing.
The reason why I roll it up like that is because I went asked my wife, how do I give a tip to a Filipino? She said, just put it in your hand and shake their hand, and then drop the money in their hand, and then yeah, yeah. I never thought of
You know
that.
what,
Put
Sean?
it in their handbag. I never thought of that. That's clever.
You know
Yeah,
what,
but you
Sean?
always get figured out somehow.
Sure they do. Sure.
It reminds me of one of my subscribers. He visit here in the Philippines. He's from Ohio,
Mhm.
That's where I'm
and
from.
he mentioned that okay, when I visit Philippines and meet up you, I will give you donation. So I don't really pay attention of that.
Oh,
So me and Frank go to visit him because he invite us for over lunch. And then I don't really expect. I forgot things that he mentioned to me, so I don't pay attention on that. But he has a load bag, full of chocolates. And
oh, right.
then when
Mhm.
I you know when I when we come back home in France, so I just put it, the chocolate, the loot bag full of chocolate on the countertop. And then I just stay there for a day. So, and then I check, the chocolate starts to melt, so I have to put it in
It
the
does. Oh,
fridge.
I've been there, done that. Yeah. Hmm.
And then I found out, oh my god, I thought that, what's this, there's a paper bill on the bottom of the chocolate. And then I, oh my god, when I try to throw it, and then something is not right. So when I check, oh my god, I saw the bills there. And then, oh
Yeah.
my god, it surprised me. So it reminds me of Sean, that he said that he don't tells this and then just put it there. So it happens to me what Greg did to me. So, and then, oh my goodness, I told him, and I sent him message, what, if I'm not pay attention, I suddenly threw it away, the bills that you gave me, because I'm
Mm.
not pay attention. So I pay attention to the chocolate that you gave. So that's, it surprised me. And then I told Frank,
I
there's
try to do
there's
things
a
like
there's
that
a mouse.
anonymously for a reason
Hmm.
because I don't like to draw attention to myself and I'm not looking for praise or anything else. I try to do something like that
Yeah.
anonymously.
Yeah. That's why I put it in my sister-in-law's hand like that. Yeah. I don't give it to my brother-in-law because he might spend it on San Miguel.
Oh, no doubt.
San Miguel Corredors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so I go up to the mother of the house, my sister-in-law, and put it in her hand, and real quietly and discreetly, you know. Yeah, I've never thought of that, putting it in her purse, but I don't know where she keeps her handbag, and so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but the harder you do things anonymously, I don't know how they figure it out, but everybody figures it out on me.
Oh, they do. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, Bob, that's very common, in Filipino family, that, if you're close to your family, if something that, you're come, you have visit there, they just go there to take care. Sometimes they cook for you. It's just like they're
Yeah.
good, just to eat with you guys. And
Hmm.
then they don't really ask, they not really expect for payment, so they gonna surprise sometimes. Are you sure you're gonna give this to me? It's a big joy for them if you're appreciate their effort, to take care of you while you're there. So that's
Yeah.
very common for Philippines.
But I follow a protocol. I learned from my wife. I listen to her, and I always go to my brother-in-law when if I bring a Christmas present to his wife or give her some cash or something. I go through him first, the man of the house. Can I give your wife a gift? Yes, bro.
Oh,
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. Hmm.
Lil, I got to tell you something. If I just automatically drop off the live stream, I'll come back. It's just I'm waiting on a phone call because they're going to call me and they say, open your doors back in the door, whatever number, and then bring your paperwork in. Yeah. And then I'll come right back because I can't
Okay,
do both.
sure,
I
sure.
can't be here and take that phone call at the same time, but I'll come right
Okay,
back.
okay, no
So
problem.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So that's, the share. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, sis. I'm still here. It's just like it's really dark in my place because of raining.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on. I
it's
want
been a
to
monsoon
open
here
your
in
mic.
Florida all day, and everybody's trying to go somewhere, and it's like it was like a crawl all the way from Savannah,
oh,
Georgia, to here in Lakeland, Florida. It was ridiculous.
oh, shit, Sean. You're stuck right in the middle of all that.
Yeah,
Man. Oh, no, no. But
I
yeah.
made it. It took me longer
Mhm.
than what it normally would have, but I
Certainly.
made it.
Hmm. Share what kind of art project are you working on today, darling? You got something going?
She was drawing her
For
parrot.
now, no, no, no. For now, I'm just practicing, graphic designing, which is the high paint, because I joined in the Fiverr. The thing is, the first day I uploaded my artworks there or downloading it, I encounter a lot of scammers there. They trying to ask my credit card
Oh,
and
oh.
information. So I just reported it in Fiverr. I said I'm looking for customer, not for scammer. And that's
Yeah,
it.
careful, darling. Yeah, smart lady
Yeah,
right there. Smart lady.
Yeah,
because
that's
they
you know that's
asking,
the sad part.
mhm. They asking how much do you have in your credit card? Why are
See
you
that?
asking
Or
about
your
this?
bank
Yeah,
account.
you see that raised eyebrow right there, Share? How much do I? Yeah, huh? You what?
Well,
Uh,
Cher don't know how to turn the tables on people like that. When they'd
uh-huh.
ask me a question like that, I'd be like, "How much is on yours?" You turn the tables on these people, is what you
There
do.
you go.
Yeah, I counted
That's
it
what I'm
as a
thinking.
scammer because there are three people, and the same time they asking the same question and the same instruction. So
Mhm,
I talked to Fiverr. I said I encounter a scammers here, and they just restricted those person. So for
mhm,
now, I'm looking for a client. So right now, I'm practicing drawing freehand and also computer graphics because I used to work as a computer graphics designer a long time ago.
Hey, Bob, are you
yeah.
an anatomy teacher?
No,
You look like you're sitting in a classroom, though.
what this is all about is when I first came to the Filipino community, I wanted to get the reputation that I'm a serial killer and a cannibal.
Jesus.
The face meat is the best cuts of meat. The cheeks and the lips. Mwah.
You're gonna dissect.
Oh, yeah, I met a lot of really nice new people on the Filipino community, and boy, they remembered that. It's like this guy's a cannibal. Oh my god.
But they kept watching, right?
Yeah, yeah. one lady over in England, she's not sure if I'm joking or not. She's not sure.
Yeah,
Jesus.
because you deliver, Bob, very serious. So you really believe people what you said.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I got that stone face, you know. Yeah.
Well, you look like a professor of anatomy or something, because of that on your wall, because you always see posters like that or
Yeah.
something about history when you walk in someone's
Disney.
classroom.
Yep. Yep. Well, I also did order now this is one time when my wife stepped in and she said, "I will not have this." I had some posters over there. You could see from the street of Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, the Ted Bundy. I had some posters up of
They're not
serial
going to know who
killers.
they are.
My wife knew who they were, and she came home. She came home and she walked through the garage, and she said, "I am not having that in my house, Mister. Those guys are demonic. Get that out of my house." All right.
Like that's a family photo. When I was in college, I had a poster. It was rare to get your hands on, and I bought it at a flea market, brand new, and it was of the Bundy family. It was from the TV show
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Married with
Married with
Children.
Children. Yeah, but it
Yep.
was the Bundy family. I mean, there was Al Bundy and his family, and there also was the wrestler King Kong Bundy, and there also was the killer Ted Bundy standing behind him. It was hilarious.
Oh my God, it reminds me, the movie, the Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh
You
yeah,
you hear that, guys?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's not a true story.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
inspired by a man. I've done a live stream on this on my channel about a man called Ed Gein in the 50s. And it was in
Uh-huh.
Plainfield, Wisconsin. He was an invalid, but when his parents died, he was by himself on the farm, and he just became like this sick killer. Just about every horror movie from the 50s all the way through to the
Yep.
90s were inspired by Ed Gein.
That's right. That's right. He's absolutely right. And the scary thing about Ed Gain is that he was so unassuming, simple-minded. You look into Ed Gain, and it's scary because he lived in a little tiny farming town in Wisconsin.
Plainfield.
Yep.
He was like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, he was simple-minded. People used to have Ed babysit their kids and stuff.
But
You
I
know,
go by that truck stop right next to the cemetery. Cher's seen it. She was in my live
no
stream with me.
way.
I said it's right over there, but I'm not walking a mile to his grave. I got to figure out a
Oh,
way to get a car or something and go over there and show everybody his gravesite.
oh,
But
that's
the first horror movie that was inspired by Ed Gein was the original Psycho, because he heard his mom's voice in his head, just like
yeah.
Yeah, I
um,
watched that also,
in
the
that movie.
Psycho.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
inspired by Ed Gein because he was like that, and he would always
Mhm.
mother.
Yep. What was really, I don't know if you probably don't know much about him, Lil, but what the freakiest part about this guy was he was also a grave robber.
Yes.
His mother died, he dug her up, skinned her, and he would put on his mom's skin and
No, no,
dance
no.
around.
No, he did that with women. He made a body suit, but not his mom. He
I
brought
thought
his
he did.
mom's body and put her in her bed and then covered her up and put flowers all around her. He wanted her home.
Oh,
It was other
and
women that's where they got the idea for Leatherface,
yeah, yeah.
because
All
he
true.
made
Mhm.
skin lampshades. He had skulls on the edge of the bedposts. I mean, yeah, it was pagan idolatry in that house. It was sick as hell.
He
But
made furniture out of people's bones, made
mhm.
chairs and things like that. And I remember I
No,
seeing old interviews with people from Plainfield, Wisconsin, and these are old black and white interviews because he got caught in the 60s or something. Who, Eddie? Gosh, we always knew he was a little odd, but that can't be Eddie.
Yeah, but believe it or not, a lot of people do not know about Ed Gein.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of people that are heavy into horror movies. That's the mecca of all places to go is Ed Gein's grave.
Yeah.
But a lot of the young kids don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I said, you're down the street from the guy right over there in that cemetery. Now, some of the old ladies that work in the truck stop goes, oh, you talking about Ed Gein? Because she was a little girl when that took place. That's how she knew about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet, but yeah, these old ladies, they know about it. But the young kids, it's like never even happened.
My kind of guy.
It's like,
Yeah,
had
when
it
I
not
you
been
know
for him, you wouldn't enjoy all the horror movies that you come to enjoy and love over
That's
the
right.
years.
That's
Had he
right.
not inspired it.
when I watched the when I watched the movie, the Psychopath 1 and 2, and there's a freezer outside the store, and then I got trauma on that. So I'm just
Mhm.
crazy. When I
Yeah.
look at buying some ice cubes, I just there's a hands here or head that it's stuck. Because when I watch that, it's so scary, and especially he act like the mother, and he create noise just like the mother.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hmm.
So just I'm
They
thinking,
got that.
is the script writer is a psychopath? Because how he create this kind of script?
They got that
So
from
that's
Ed
that's
Gein. A real
crazy.
guy. A real guy. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yes,
that
because you know
the Green River Killer and Ted Bundy are from right here in the Tacoma, Washington area.
Uh,
And
Well,
and
to
as soon as
capture the Green River Killer, they got with Ted Bundy. He was in prison
yeah,
in Florida, and
right.
they interviewed him on how to catch this guy. They didn't know who he was, and he gave them all
Hmm.
the ideas on how to catch the guy.
Yeah.
And that's how they got the story originally. That was in the Green River Killer movie. That's how it was let out. Now, originally, they inspired to use that in the movie Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah.
where Hannibal Lecter's in prison and the FBI
yeah,
agent is
I know the
interviewing how to
Silence
catch
of the
this killer.
Lamb.
Spot on, Sean. Yep.
I'm
Mhm.
Yeah,
scared of that. I'm
Hey,
yeah,
scared
Hannah.
of that. The Silence of the Lamb.
hey, why
When
don't you
they
come
open the
to?
skull.
Oh, that was just like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Now,
Oh my
Hannibal Lecter wasn't real, but all the stories was inspired by Ed Gein in
God.
that,
Hmm.
and Ted Bundy
Yeah.
and the Green
And you
River
know
Killer,
what?
all
You know,
mixed
and
into
you know
one.
what, Sam? And then Sir Anthony Hopkins, when like that, the sounds. Oh my God! It scares me.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
scares me.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a
Hello,
picture.
Lil.
I had a picture of him up on the wall too. Silence of the Lambs, Ted Bundy, uh, and the Green River Killer. And the wife walked in the garage door, and she went, "No, we ain't having this."
Jeez.
I also had a poster up there of that guy from in the Silence of the Lambs, the psychopath who had the chick down in the well. It was a poster of him
Yeah.
looking down with his pet poodle, and she saw
Uh-huh.
all that and went, "No, we ain't having this. Get
Yeah.
that
They
out of
got
my
that.
house."
They got that killer idea from Ed Gein because he put a bodysuit, a female bodysuit on, and you saw him putting makeup on. I'm like, that's Ed Gein right there. That's where they got the idea from.
When you come into the U.S., Lil, come on, come out here in Whites.
Yeah,
Come out here in Whitesville, where all the serial killers live. Come on, Lil.
Well,
yeah,
most of
that's
them came
scary.
from Wisconsin because that's where Jeffrey Dahmer was from Milwaukee,
That's right.
and
Yeah.
in northern Chicago you had Jeffrey Dahmer. He was the
Yeah.
one that would dress up as a clown. No, John Wayne Gacy.
Gacy. Yeah. Yeah.
John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy, northern Chicago, and then you had Ed Gein from Plainfield,
Hmm.
Wisconsin. Ted Bundy came from Washington State.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, he worked at Kenworth Trucking right across the street from Boeing, where I worked.
Oh Jesus Christ! I
Uh,
just bought a brand new KW 3 weeks ago.
well, but I think
And then
I'm really
I
sure
watch
that
also.
I'm just
I
like,
watch also the movie that Jack Nicholson, that he always say it's Johnny.
Oh,
yeah,
The Shining. The
Shining. Yeah.
Shining.
Hmm.
God, I was like
That
5 years
scares.
old when that came out.
Hmm.
Oh, it
Here's
scares me also when
what?
I saw him, that his face, that
Yeah.
when he said, "Oh,
Here's
it's Johnny." Oh my
Johnny.
God. Yeah,
Got
so
an axe chopping
scary.
the
My
door.
goodness.
What
Yeah.
the part of that movie that really freaked me out was, he was working for weeks on writing a book, and he's typing and typing and typing, and his wife picked up the book that he's writing, and it said the same thing over and over. It said, all work and no fun or no play makes Jack a dull boy. The entire book he was writing was the same sentence over and over. And and when he goes up to the bar in that hotel, and he's all alone there, and he sits at the bar because he's frustrated, and he looks up and there's a guy standing there, Lloyd the bartender,
Hmm.
you know hello
Yeah.
Lloyd, how about two fingers of the brown,
You know, if in reality, if there's anybody like Jack Nicholson in that movie, it should be me because I'm always working. I'm hardly ever home and get to see my kids.
Are you writing a book also?
No,
Okay,
but
good.
I'm just letting people know I should be going crazy just like him. And I
Mhm.
don't get laid is another thing too.
Yeah,
Women don't find, being a truck driver, sexually attractive like they would a fireman. But a fireman gets paid shit.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, so that's so scary. Me sometimes, Frank told me stop watching that because sometimes I had a nightmare for that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then what did you watch? What did you watch before you go to bed?
Yeah, Lil,
So
come
it
on over.
scares me.
I'll make you a nice pot roast here.
Oh
Oh my
my
goodness.
God.
I'm
Come
having
on
a
over,
friend,
Lil. Yeah, I'm
had
having an
a
old friend for dinner. There you go,
friend for
Sean.
dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend over. I ate his liver with fava beans and
And a
nice
nice
candy.
Chianti.
Hey, I like
The
Hannibal
silence of
Lecter in
the
that.
lamb. Oh my
That
goodness.
and I
It
liked him in
scares me though.
Zorro too.
Uh, Without blinking. Without blinking. Just sit there and, yeah, and I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Come on over
So
for
that's
dinner. Bring
that.
Frank. Come on. I'll get you guys a big pot roast.
Yeah,
That's
and the people who enjoy eating fava beans can't say that anymore because when
yeah.
people hear that, they think Hannibal Lecter. Because I did that once to a friend, and he's like, "Screw you."
Yeah. Well, I'll pass. No, thank you. I'm busy that night.
The
Can't come
fava
over.
beans are good. I've had them before.
I haven't had those. I'm not even sure we have
They're
them
like
around.
pinto bean. It's like
Oh,
pinto
okay.
beans. A little
Okay.
different though.
Yeah.
So that's the Silence of the Lambs. That's a very good movie. That it really scares me to death.
Uh-huh.
Did
I,
you see all the
when
sequels that came
especially
after?
Yeah.
when he opened the skull, that the blood is dripping. Oh my God! So
And he's
I
feeding
told
that
Frank,
guy
Frank,
his own
forget it.
brain.
His
He's
own
fr-
brain.
yeah, he's frying up his
Yeah.
brain, and he's just looking over at Clarice,
Pretty
and
soon
talking to her.
you see the victim sitting there with a skull off, and he starts blinking because he cut something out of the frontal lobe of his brain and fed it to him like, oh God.
After he
And then
fried it a little bit.
the one that he said that the sound that is just like that. Oh my God! Scary. It's very scary to me. So I told Frank, I can't stand this. I can't.
Well, I don't know
But
if you've heard it before, guys, but I have the persona that I'm a serial killer and cannibal, okay? And how I get my victims is as I go down Skid Row, and as soon as I see the fentanyl people bend over and their forehead touches the ground, I welded together a device on the front of my truck, and I grab them and I pick them up and drop them in the back of my truck, and I put them in my
Like a
basement.
garbage truck.
Right, right. Yeah, because I'm getting older. I can't pick people up anymore. I
Yeah,
gotta,
but that fentanyl is getting to be an issue everywhere. It's about every truck stop I stop at. There's
Oh, I believe that.
somebody or a
Mhm.
couple of people hocked up on fentanyl right by the front door.
Oh, I believe that. It's everywhere now. But yeah, that's where I get all my fresh cuts of meat. Then
yeah.
then I screw them and I give them syphilis.
Yeah. Well, the
Oh
reason
my God.
why the reason why people that are hocked up on fentanyl are hunched over like that, they're literally trying to fall asleep standing up.
Yeah.
What it is they put a horse tranquilizer in with the fentanyl, and that's what
Hmm.
causes that,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what can kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's all free meat. Don't put that. Don't waste all that meat. I gotta hope. I got. You want to go in my basement with me, Miss Lil?
No, thank you.
I like what Leatherface's brother said in that Texas Chainsaw movie. They just ended up killing this guy that was really big. He hits him in the belly. He goes, "Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have some sow belly for a while. We just need a mess of greens." That means we need a lot of greens. In the South, they say
Mhm,
we just need a mess of greens.
mhm.
But that's that Chainsaw Massacre. That's that's really that's really scary. People
See,
don't really pay attention
that's
in
what
the
scared me.
countryside.
That's what scared me so much about the first Silence of the Lambs, is that the guy with the basement and he's got the chick down in the and that's what scared me is because somewhere around the world, some guy's really doing that right now
Oh yeah,
as we speak. That's what scared me was like, to me, that was the scariest movie I've ever seen.
yeah, but
they don't have to show the blood and gore, but it works on your brain. It was like,
but
oh
that
my
was all.
God.
That was
Mhm.
also a very hilarious, funny part for some people like me who pay attention. When Clarice was yelling down at her, "Where is he?" And the girl down in the hole is like, "How the fuck should I know?" That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was laughing in the theater.
Get me out of here, you bitch. Get me. That
Like
guy's crazy.
now, Lil, I don't know if you've seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out in in the mid 70s. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You find a copy of that. The guy that was the cook in there, he was like the leader of the group. We called him the evil Mr. Rogers because he looked like Mr. Rogers, and they were all cannibals in Texas. He was like, the older brother of Leatherface, and it started to get, especially part two of the classic Texas Chainsaw. Me and my friends laughed all the way through the second part. It wasn't scary at all,
Mhm.
but people
Yeah,
looked at us like we were weird.
yeah. Come on over for dinner, Miss Lil. We got some fresh long pork for dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's why I stopped, I stopped eating steak because there's I was I watching, I just a cooking show. There's a male chef, he's cooking a steak, and then there's three judges, two male and one female. So they just, he cooked very, very, very good cook. And then he asked, the judge asked, what type of meat is this? And
Oh,
then they
yeah.
already eat. They
They
already
already
eat
ate it.
that,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and then he
Yeah.
said, if it's that there's a meat that they compare, but he said no, none
Nope.
of that is not. And then he
Yeah.
said that this is a human
She,
flesh. And then the female said, are you kidding? And then he said, yes, that's a
Yeah.
human flesh. Oh my God, it's just like they cannot really spit it out. You're joking, they try. And then the chef
Yeah.
tells them that, oh, that's a human flesh. So it's
Hmm.
just like
Lil,
I start not to like steak because
Lil, you
it's
reminded
just
me of
like that.
the beginning of part two of the classic Texas Chainsaw. The guy that I call the evil Mister Rogers, his character name is called Drayton Sawyer, and he was a cook, and he cooks human flesh and everything, right? Well, he's always in the the Texas Oklahoma State Championship, a chili cooking contest, and he wins every year. And he's standing up there, he's smiling. They hand him the trophy. They don't realize
Oh,
his family's into cannibalism, and he won the champion. And the woman, the announcer on the microphone, took a bite of his chili, and she bit into. He's saying, "I always love my meat," and all this. And all of a sudden, she bites into something, made a crunching noise, and she pulls it out of her mouth and looks at it, and it's the tip of a finger bone. But he's like, he's like, oh, that's one of those hard shell peppercorns. They don't realize they're eating humans, you know.
it's
Everybody
just
that's eating
part of
his
it.
chili.
Yeah, it's just part of the seasoning. Yeah, it's a special for you. Oh God.
Yeah, and everybody doesn't know that
You know
they're
what?
eating human flesh.
Yeah.
Guys? You know the movie that Johnny Depp, he was a barber. So every barber that there's a there's a basement that he just dropped the person. He just cut the hair and then cut at the throat, and uh there's a trap. When they pull down the floor and then go to the basement.
Yeah.
That movie. I forgot the title of that. He's making the the patty. So it's
Hmm.
just like I I I don't know why this why this American movie create this such as it makes me don't
Lil,
it's not to like eating steak.
Hmm.
Lil, you haven't heard me karaoke before, have you?
Yeah, I
I'm
hear.
known for the limited amount of songs that I do, but I do a lot of parody songs too. And well, I can't karaoke right now, but I can acapella it for you. Are you familiar with the song "I Got Friends in Low Places" and I got everything else? You know
No,
the
I'm
song "I
I'm
Got
not.
familiar with
Friends
it.
in Low Places."
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm used to it. I know the song. Yeah.
Well, okay, play that music in your head, but I know the parody of this, and it was a tribute to Jeffrey Dahmer. It goes,
Oh God.
I made quite a splash. I hacked and I slashed my way to the top of page one. The cops even checked, but they never suspect I was carving up fellers for fun. I'd never thought I'd finally get caught. I hope they all rest in peace, 'cause I'm locked away. What more can I say except what I told the police? Oh, I got friends in crawl spaces. I got arms and legs and a few faces stashed all around in different parts of town. Well, I met 'em in bars on a friendly basis. Now I got 'em in jars and flower vases. Oh, I got friends and crawl spaces. See, I'm doing. Shears heard me do this before. I do it by memory. I,
Okay.
I, I don't know the original song, but I know the parody, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
My
Well,
God.
I'm gonna bounce out of here. Yeah, come on over, Lil. We got some long pork for dinner. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce out of here. Thanks for
Okay.
having me up,
So
Lil.
can you
Take.
please cook the skull? The Stook skull.
Oh,
Oh,
you're just vanilla,
Bob,
you know.
let me do the last verse for you.
All
He
right.
goes, well, I got one that'll really kill you. I'm the poster child for necrophilia. Oh, I got friends and
Oh God.
crawl spaces.
Oh my God, Shopee,
Yeah, a lot of Filipinos like this is a weird guy.
Yeah, it's like that one Filipina in England. She's not sure if I'm really a serial killer or not. All right. Peace out,
that
everybody.
is
You guys have a
monkey.
best day.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you so much, Bob, for coming. I really appreciate it.
All right. Later.
So you have heard me karaoke before then, right?
Yeah, I saw you do karaoke in the other
There, you can
uh
see me now.
Bruce. Yeah, Bruce
Ugh.
Shooting Star.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
So that's that's the I remember that. But I also shown you the on Share Live.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm on Darren
so what's
Dobson. I used to be on Blessed Life until she hates me now.
She doesn't hate you. It's just busy. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, she's also
Maybe.
from Negros. And also Sammy Chavez, she's also from Negros.
Excuse me.
Who's?
Sammy
Who of
Sammy
Chavez.
Negros?
PH.
Sammy
She goes
PH.
Sammy PH.
Oh, okay. So, there's so many, there's so many bloggers that I don't know. Just I know from you, share. So
Well, you got to come to
maybe
Darren
for them.
Dobson. He'd like to have you.
Hmm.
You don't know
Yeah.
Darren
So,
Dobson?
You can
He,
interview Darren
he's from Canada.
people.
Yeah, Darren's from Canada. Everybody likes Darren. Matter of fact, he's married to a Filipina too. He's trying to get his wife to Canada.
uh, so that's when I watch that movie, oh my God, I try not to, because it really scares me. The you mentioned, Sean, the psychopath that I thought that when I was watching that, I thought that that woman that he the mother, I thought that it's real, but I have to watch it again, and then I found out it's just like portraying his mother, that his mother is long years dead. So it's really scary. So I'm just thinking, who's the I think the real psychopath is the
You're
script
the only
writer.
Filipina that I
Because
know that actually watches TV and watches movies. I run
oh,
into a lot of Filipinos that don't watch TV at all. But it's good that you do because I got a good program for you to watch. It's a remake and they did a hell of a job of it and they weren't planning on it, so they're gonna. It won more awards than any other TV show in the history of the world, and it was so well receptive. Let's make a season two, so they're going to shoot it. It was the 10 episode series of Shogun. Oh, it was excellent. I can't stop watching it.
I watching Shogun also. I watch
The new
Shogun. That's a
one or the
series.
old one?
The
Are
old
the
one. The old one.
No, you
The
need to
old
watch the
one.
new one. It just came out on Disney Plus about like 4 or 5 months ago. It is
Yeah,
really good.
I watched that also. Because I watched the old one. I
From the
forgot the
70s.
name of the yeah the
But this one's
I
new,
forgot
and
the
the lead actress in it that plays Maria, she's she's full blooded Japanese. She speaks Japanese, but she was born and raised in New Zealand, which is weird. And she's gorgeous too. And when she got killed, I was pissed. I threw my popcorn at the screen. I'm like, oh man, they killed her off anyway. I was angry about it.
but I like the old one, the Japanese woman there, she's really traditional Japanese. I like the
Yeah,
old one, but I
yeah.
already watched the new one, because the new one, his her accent is not really into Japanese, it's more onto the West accent now, the
Yeah,
the new one,
but the acting
Shogun.
was just outstanding in it. I like the guy who played Lord Tornaga, but it's true history, but they changed the names. Why I don't know. It deals with the 16th century Japan
Mm-hmm.
when the Portuguese came over there and introduced Christianity to the Japanese, and not all of them were receptive of it, and you know, English landed there for the first time and tried to trade, open up trade with these people. And but Japan at that time was, if it wasn't in a civil war with itself, because that leader of Japan at that time died, and the son was too young to rule. So what happened was he took 5 regents that he was close to, and I think he was closer to Lord Tornaga, which his real name was Ieyasu, and
Mm-hmm.
they all turned on
So
him.
the best part of the Shogun that I like, the guy, what do you call that? The pirate? I forgot
He
the
wasn't a
Japanese,
pirate,
they call
a
the
Blackthorn.
pirate. When they gave the bird, and then he said that nobody can touch, or else,
Oh, you did
because
see the new
they
version then. You did see the new Shogun then.
Yeah, because once they they said that and then the old man buried that bird, and then he was cut off his head because
Yeah.
he disobeyed the master. The Japanese term for pirate. I forgot what they call that. I
Yeah.
like that part. I like that part.
Yeah.
So I
Blackthorn
watched
was
that
his name.
also. Um,
So you did see the newer version of the Shogun.
yeah, I did. I did. I did
Oh,
also the
good.
old one and the new one.
I like
That's
the
why
new one
when
better.
it comes I there's compare the woman, the Japanese woman. I like the old one because she's very traditional Japanese. You can tell, but the new one, she's good, but her accent is more on the West accent when she speak American English or
Uh,
British English.
yeah, they couldn't have picked a better Japanese actress to play that part because that's why I tell everybody. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been attracted to Asian women. Why? Because of their eyes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
because
always been that
Chinese and
little boy.
Japanese, they have slant eyes. But some Filipino also, they have we have also some Filipino that they have, men and women, they have slant eyes.
Well, yeah, they have the Asian side, where some of you don't have that. You carry most of the Spanish side than the Asian side.
Yeah. So my eyes is big, not like
Yeah, you
uh
carry more of the Spanish than the Asian. Where you
oh,
get someone
well,
like
yeah, that's
Blessed Life,
right.
and when you get someone like Blessed Life, she looks Asian because she has the Asian eyes, not the Spanish.
Hmm. Yeah. So share, are you still there? So before we go, because I already
Yes, yes,
reached the
I'm here.
2 hours. So anything would like to invite our viewers, to do something plug on your show?
Yeah, I invited every one of you to watch the replay of my live stream and also to watch my channel all about arts, which is Until the Artist. Forget about the drama. It's all about my arts only. Okay, just focus on arts, and that's it.
Yeah, she just
Thank you
she
so
just
much for
finished up one
inviting me.
about. She just finished one up about 2 hours ago before your live stream. Cher
Yeah,
did.
Sean,
yeah. Thank you
yeah,
very
Sean,
much.
do you have a channel? Okay. How about you, Sean? Do you have a channel?
Oh yeah, I mean, but I don't stream a lot. I just do it here and there, and everybody gets to see the country. Like Cher's just about seeing almost all of North America and don't realize it through my screen. Like you've seen a
Oh,
part of Florida. Now, someone like Sammy Chavez has seen the entire lower 48 of the United States except for South and North Dakota. But Cher is the only one that has seen South Dakota because I was going through there and Cher video called me and I showed her the battlefield of Wounded Knee in South Dakota. I said, it's right there. You remember me talking about the book Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee? That's where it was. And I showed it to
mm-hmm.
her.
Okay. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sean, and share. To
Yeah, thank you.
share the link to Sean. I really appreciate. So, guys, I don't
Mhm.
want to stay long because I already reached the 2 hours. So, I hope we can do it again. So, with good discussion on the next stream that I will do online. So,
Yeah.
I would like to thank also Bob, Seven Ways, and people who come, Kiss, Scott, and
And Vinco Livaya.
the rest of the
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get more people
the
on
So,
your
vlog
panel too.
legend.
We can get more
all
people on your
right.
Mhm.
So,
panel.
okay. So, I really appreciate that Sean sharing, scary movie. And
Yeah,
so next time we're gonna talk more uh scary. So
yeah.
so
Thank you very
once
much.
again, so I you know for for this coming year, hope everybody will have a prosperous new year. So once again, guys, thank you so much, and have a good day to everyone, and have a good night
Bye,
also to
everyone.
you,
Bye.
All right,
Sean.
bye
So
everyone. Thanks for
bye
having me,
everyone.
Lil. Bye bye.
Yeah, you